71-68 win over Seattle Pacific, kind of a turnaround game after the effort from St. Martin's. Walk me through first what was the mantra in the day in between the games and what the message in the locker room was today.
We just met with the guys yesterday and really sat down and asked them, what their goals were for this year, and we had discussed some changes that we were going to have to make to get to reach those goals. Obviously, on Thursday we felt like we didn't play with enough intensity, and we got outworked honestly by St. Martin's. So that much credit to them. They came out and worked very hard versus us and did a good job of executing what they wanted to do, and obviously beat us on Thursday. So I feel like Friday we just had to sit down and look at some adjustments that we can make just within ourselves. And it wasn't so much strategy-wise. It's about bringing the energy every day at practice and the focus and doing that at practice and film and games. And it says getting close to playoff times and everybody's picking their game up. We got to do the same.
Looking at the stat line from tonight, just 2 of 3 from beyond the three-point arc in the second half, really pushing the shots inside the perimeter and down into the paint. 15 of 26, 57.7%. Was that a change in game plan to get players like Joseph Stroud and Chris Michael Garrett more involved inside the paint?
Yeah, it was actually a change in game plan from Thursday to Saturday. We shot a ton of threes Thursday, and we were pretty upset about that because that was not in our game plan. And in the first half of today, we shot a bunch of threes again. They were open threes, but with their pack line defense, we knew that we're going to get open threes. They pack it in a bunch, so we just had to say, even if you feel like you're open sometimes you got to be disciplined enough to make a pass or a drive for a better shot. So we were proud of the guys because we only shot three threes in the second half, and that was something we wanted to shoot we wanted to shoot a lower amount, so that was good that we went 2 for 3 in the second half because that's around the range we want to be in.
Coach, speaking about Chris Michael Garrett, played 15 solid minutes today, grabbing 10 points, 2 rebounds, and playing a lot of on-ball defense. Let's talk about the effect he had today.
Man, he's a high-energy ball. See him as you put him out there, and he just loves being out there and flying around. He's the guy who loves defense, and that's great to having guys like that. He just brings the energy every day at practice and in games, and when you bring him in, he's going to be a spark on the defensive end for sure. And he did that, especially in this second half of the season. A bunch of times he winning games have been a big spark for us, so he did that tonight for us again.
And then talk about the strategy down the stretch, playing that little two-man game with Don and Garrett coming in and out, offensive and defensive swap, 9 points from Terry. Just talk about his game tonight.
Yeah, CM can play on both sides, Terry can play on both sides, but CM's strong point is defense, and Terry's a very good shooter, so we kind of just went offense, defense with them too, and it worked out for us.
10-5 in turnovers with Seattle Pacific having 10, and of course you guys having 5. You had 5 steals on the night. I'd like to say you probably forced more than just 5 turnovers for Seattle Pacific. Limited to just 5 turnovers for you guys. What was the ball control there tonight? That's a pretty good stat.
That was one of the biggest keys because before when we played them in the first game, we had, I want to say, 16 turnovers. And they're not a team that's been known to pressure, so we felt like we had a bunch of unforced turnovers. So when we seen that was one of the biggest adjustments and improvements we made, was only having 5 turnovers, compared to the first time we played them. So we did a very good assist-to-turnover ratio, so that was another big thing for us tonight compared to the first time when we played them.
Season winding down, final couple weeks coming up, final GNAC games. What are you guys looking to take from this going forward into those final games? Is this going to be the stepping stone into the postseason tournament?
I feel like in the locker room, just the feel we had gave us a lot of confidence. Being a team like that, SPU is a great team, one of the best teams in the league, always regionally ranked and often nationally ranked. So it's always a good win when you could beat them. So I think this would give us some momentum and confidence, and just a great learning experience. Because we said, look how we played Thursday to today, 2 different teams. This is the team we got to be the rest of the way if we want to be successful.